Hi, welcome again. Today from my kitchen I'm going to share with you a vegetable biryani recipe. This is a recipe that is very light and easy to make. I will show you the finished version. This is how it's going to look when you're all done. We'll move it to the side now and I'm going to show you the ingredients. For the vegetable biryani, we're going to start with ginger, garlic. This is a teaspoon each of very fine chopped ginger and garlic. You can use the paste, but the taste comes out better if it's chopped. We have half a cup of onions, just cubed like this. We have half a cup of tomatoes, chopped same size as the onion. Then we have half a cup of carrots. We have half a cup of potatoes. We have half cup of green peas and half cup of eggplant. So these are the vegetables. And last but not the least, we have 1 cup of cauliflower. We have to cut them a little smaller for the biryani. And we have green chili. This is a green chili that you can find in the supermarket. Once again, I'm going to try to give you all the ingredients that are available in the local supermarkets without much effort. This is a green chili. It's a big green chili. I have cut half of it because you don't want it too spicy. We have ginger sticks and a little mint for garnish for later on, so we'll set that aside. Other spices that we are going to use are this is curry powder. Curry powder you would be able to get in a bottle in the spice rack in the supermarket. We have coriander. Again, you can get coriander seeds in the supermarket. I'll show it to you. We have just crushed it, coarse crush in your chopper, blender, whatever, but it should be a little coarse. And then here I have for you, this is 2 cinnamon sticks, 2 sticks about an inch of each of cinnamon. I have 2 cloves, 2 whole cloves here, and some black pepper, 5, 7, 8 pieces, whatever suits you. The more you put, the spicier it gets. So there you go. And we have, last but not the least, we have our salt. We have 1 full teaspoon of kosher salt. I prefer the kosher salt, it brings out the taste better. And we're going to start now. Oil, of course, our base ingredient. We're going to start with about 1/4 to 1/3 cup of oil. This is the kind of pan that I prefer for my cooking, especially for the rice. Something which is open on the top cooks better. This is the oil. About half, like I said, half 1/3 to half cup of oil. Takes a little more oil because there's a lot of vegetables to cook. And there we go. We start with the dry, all the spice, the whole spices. We add the this is the cinnamon sticks, the black pepper and the cloves, and followed by the ginger, garlic and the onion. We're going to put the ginger, garlic, and we're going to add the onion. Now we are not going to fry the onion. We're going to put the onion and just cook it till it is a little softened. It's soft and no change in color. It should remain white. And once again, this is a very light version of biryani. Usually you use fried onions and a lot more spices, but this is a version that I have created in my own kitchen because this is very light to eat and easy to make with a few ingredients. We're going to add the tomatoes, like about 3 to 5 minutes on high heat with the onions and ginger, garlic. And then we put in the tomatoes and we cook the tomatoes, and as we put in the tomatoes we're going to add the coriander, we're going to add this is the curry powder, And then curry powder, 1 whole teaspoon. If you want to make it spicier, you can definitely add on to it. If you want to make it even more spicy, you could add about a quarter to half teaspoon of chili powder, or you could use the chili flakes. The spicier you want, the more the spice, the chili and the chili powder you add. And we just cook this for a little while. But not too much cooking. We want to keep the vegetables whole, in good shape, and preserve the nutrition. I'm just going to cut the chili in a few pieces and add that. We have the chili in there. Now we start adding the vegetables. We start with our cauli, because it's a little bigger, so it might take a little longer to cook. I'm going to add the potatoes. Now potato is a very important ingredient for your biryani, since we are using fresh onions and tomatoes, and I'm using eggplant. It gets a little watery, so what the potato does is it just absorbs the moisture from those vegetables. Any watery vegetables that you use, we're just going to cook this for a while. Every vegetable you add, you stir for 2 to 3 minutes extra, and then go on to your next. We're going to do, I'm going to do it in a bit of rush, but if you feel you need a little more time, take a little more time. There's going to be carrots added now, and just keep stirring, and the heat should be a little higher because you want the vegetable to cook. After the carrots, we will add, once again, 2 to 3 minutes of stirring, cooking after every addition of a new veggie, because you want it done well. You want the vegetables cooked and yet keep their shape and taste good. I did the eggplant. And last but not the least, we are going to add these are frozen peas. You can use fresh peas, but frozen are fine. Easily available. And if you notice, I am not going to add any, there's going to be no water added. And of course, our very important ingredient, our rice. This rice is 1 cup of basmati rice, or you can use a long grain rice, but the basmati stays better for biryani. It is available in every supermarket now. I just boiled this 1 cup of rice, 1 cup, I repeat, 1 cup of rice. I boiled water, about 5 to 6 cups of water in a pan, and add 1 teaspoon of salt and a bay leaf, laurel leaf, again available in the supermarket, and boil the rice. This rice is being boiled about 4 minutes, between 3 to 5 minutes depending on the rice, and we remove it while it is still whole and not too soft, because you're going to cook the biryani. You're going to cook it for another 20 minutes with the veggie. So this is how I boil the rice. Once again, I repeat, 1 cup of rice boiled with 5 cups of water, 5 to 6 cups of water, 1 teaspoon salt and a bay leaf. And now that our vegetables are stirred, you look at the color. It looks good. It tastes good. Now for the vegetable, if you don't like any of these veggies, or if you don't like some of the veggies, none of the veggies, then I'm going to give you a substitute for the veggies. Instead of these, you could do it with broccoli, corn, yellow squash and zucchini squash, and you could add anything else. Spinach. It's basically what I tried was the colors of the veggies also, different colors, 4 to 5 colors, 4 to 5 different veggies, makes it look good, and like I said, taste good. But you can substitute the green peas with the broccoli, with spinach. Corn is good also. But this is it. This is our biryani, and we are now going to lower the stove. But before I do that, if you noticed, I have a little color there. For color, to give color to your biryani, I would add, this is the yellow color that I bought from an Indian store, but you can use your normal food coloring from the supermarket and put a few drops. You can just mix it in water and drizzle, or just like that. And I have a pinch of yellow color that I have just added on to it. And we just take about a tablespoon of oil also and just drizzle on top, and we cover and we cook on low heat. The heat is going to be low now, and for about 20 minutes, 20 to 25 minutes, you're going to cook this biryani and just leave it. There's going to be, it's not going to be watery in 20 minutes, 20 to 25 minutes. It should dry, and when you remove it, you uncover it, leave it open about 5 minutes after you off the stove, and 5 to 10 minutes, let it steam, let the steam go out, and just mix it, and this is how it should come out. You're going to garnish it with some mint leaves and some ginger, and enjoy it.